In a world of made in China and mass production, there's a father and son's business in Bonner using years of family talent and tradition to make knives known by people around the world. In this morning's Montana Made, MTN's Justine Stewart shows you how Ruana Knives has forged their name in history.
Still forged in the same Bonner shop for nearly 80 years, the Hengis brothers and their father are continuing a family legacy.
My grandpa really started something, and they were in high demand with hunters back then, and there still are.
Ruana Knives was started by Victor Hengis's father-in-law, Rudy Ruana, in the 30s after his truck broke down in Milltown. He was offered a job as a welder, and well, things just sort of grew from there. It didn't take long before the quality of his work and strength of his blades carved a name for himself as one of the best knife makers in the country. His knives are still sought after today.
Collectors are going crazy for them, and the older they are, the more money they bring.
So just how much? Well, Mike Hengis has seen some of the original Rudy-made knives go for as high as $10,000 to $12,000.
The combination of collectors with people that use them, it's kind of flip-flopped to more people don't even use the knives now. It's almost a piece of art.
What really sets them apart is the fact that they are the only company in the world to make knives the way that they do.
Everyone's individually hand ground, hand hardened individually, and the mass-produced ones, they put them on a rack, heat them in the oven, they're all hardened, and our knives are, the way they're hardened is differential. Hardened one like we do is tougher because the back stays soft relatively to the edge, so it'll flex and without cracking.
Not to mention the cast aluminum handles with, of course, their famous elk antler insert. Over the years, they have gone through thousands of sheds, many found right here in Montana, making every knife unique. While their knives are popular for good reason, Victor Hengis and his sons agree the one thing that's made them so successful is to always strive for better.
With the perfect knife, it's kind of like an athlete or something. You always have room for improvement.
And even though many of the knives being made may never actually be used for what they are intended, the Hengises say they have one person in mind with each knife they make.
Hunters, and always has been, and we always, we take pride in putting the best we can into them, and the time has proven that they work.
I think about the guy who just killed an elk and it's getting dark and he's 5 miles from the truck, and he better be able to rely on that knife. Little piece of my soul goes into each one, kind of, so I try and do the best I can. Hopefully they'll outlast me and the next generation.
Justine Stewart, MTN News.
And Justine tells us every few years, Ruana Knives likes to put out special collector's items. This year, they're producing a knife that will honor Victor Hengis and his years of work, hand forging a part of Montana history.